It's that time again. Let's open up October's ZANINI box and see what mysteries await us. So, stick around. Hello friends, and welcome to a special episode of It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. In this episode, we are going to dive into October's ZANINI box. This is always an exciting time when I get these in the mail. I never know what awesomeness awaits month after month. I do know that I will get an exclusive G.I. Joe pin, and that's exciting enough. But what other mysteries await? And this is October. Could it be chock full of Halloween goodness? Let's jump in and see. Got the handy dandy knife. Let's open it up and see. Oh man. Yeah, this is something special. So, let's take a look at the pins. I'll do what I did last time and put the focus on the pins. I'll be out of focus, but who cares? We're here for the awesome enamel pins. So, here we go. Let's kick things off with the first pin that you'll get under Plan 1. Plan 1, I'll throw the price up on screen here, is awesome. You get 3 enamel pins for that price, but there's more, and we'll get into that. But the first of these 3 pins is horror icon Jason Voorhees. Look at that. It is simplistic, yet so beautiful. Beautiful hockey mask. Got the machete there. That is great. I love the colors there of his jumpsuit. Or would it be his jacket? I don't know. Probably the jacket. Yeah. So great pin. Great for Halloween. Can't go wrong with Jason. And like I said, this is the first pin in Plan number 1. Number 2. Major soft spot in my heart. A horror icon to a degree, because he sure gave a lot of nightmares out to young kids in the 80s. And that's Mumra. Perfect. Perfect colors. Perfect artwork. Just great. I love this mummy wrapping here up at the top. But look at that. That is great. Beautiful. And it goes with the Lion-O pin from a couple months ago perfectly. Could we see more ThunderCats characters down the road? I hope so. Because the 2 that they have shown us have been exquisitely perfect. So Mumra is number 2 in Plan 1. Now pin number 3 in Plan 1 is from, I guess you would consider it a horror game. One of the first horror first-person shooters I've ever played. And that's Doom. A perfect reproduction of the cover artwork. I mean, that's just great. And that's a classic game. Let me straighten them up a little bit here. Right. There we go. Oh, I guess he looked better the other way. But that's awesome. Again, they're nailing it with their 80s cartoons, their video games, their movies. Perfect. And when we get to G.I. Joe this month, which is breathtaking, they nail it with the toys as well. Again, another great retro pop culture reference of Doom. Great pin. Great for October because, like I said, one of the first horror-esque first-person shooters I ever played. And I'm sure a lot of kids share that memory. So now we get into plan number 2. For the price, which I'll put up on the screen, you get 4 pins. The first 3 and this 4th one. And if you get the Jason pin, you'll want to have this one. Another horror movie icon from the 1980s, and that is Freddy. Look at that. Taken from one of his most famous poses. Sorry, it's a little shiny. Here, that looks good. You have his sweater, his glove, his hat, and that awesome face. Here's the artwork down here of it to give a better representation, because these enamel pins, they're real metal, so they're very shiny. The enamel paint, nice and glossy, which in person looks beautiful. Sometimes on camera, a little shiny. I apologize. But, dang, that's awesome. Got Freddy Krueger there. Man, so far we have, if you've been collecting the boxes for a little while now we have Jason and Freddy to go with our Chucky. That's awesome. So 3 horror icons so far in the collection. Now we get to plan number 3. Plan number 3, you get 5 pins a month for the low price of $11.99. That is a great price. If you collect enamel pins like I do, you can pay that price for 1 pin alone. To get 5 for that price, perfection. Again, sorry for it being blurry right now, but this isn't about me, it's about these beautiful pins. And this one is downright gorgeous. This is the 4th in the G.I. Joe series. And so far we've had Bazooka, Cobra Commander, Duke, and now Storm Shadow. This is so detailed. Ooh, that looks good. Right there. Look how detailed that is. In the light, it gets really shiny and you can't see the detail on camera, but believe me, up close and in person, this is so beautiful. Taken from the package artwork, he's in that famous pose that we've seen. Has his katana and wakizashi. Has his quiver on his back. Right here we have the little dossier, Cobra Ninja, codename Storm Shadow. God, very impressed, very happy. Could this mean that next month we get Snake Eyes? And if we get Snake Eyes, which version will it be? Ooh, I can't wait for next month already. Yeah, just take a minute and take that in. When I heard G.I. Joe pins, yes, I've been very happy with what we've gotten so far, but this is, yeah. Storm Shadow, one of the best. One of the best ever. Very happy about that. Whew. One of the things that also came in this month's package, and this is pretty sweet. Now, I collect pins and I put them on a pin board, which I'll throw a picture up on screen that you'll see my past ZANINI box pins, minus the G.I. Joe because they're going in a shadow box, but my Disney pins, vacation pins, other things that I have up on the board. Anyway, that's how I display them, but a lot of people love to brandish them on their clothing, on their backpacks, on their computer satchel bags, wherever. And Pedro over at ZANINI Box has heard some of your cries for help with this. And what the problem is with 99% of pins nowadays, they come with these rubber backs, which are great. They're great. But sometimes they aren't as durable, and people have lost many a pin. Believe me, you'll hear a lot of complaints from the Disney community over this as well. To help combat this, Pedro has included 2 different pin backers. Now, I don't know if this is something that he wants people to test out and see which ones they like better, or something that he'll toss in. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see to where that will go. But it's awesome that he's thinking about it, and he's thinking about all the great clients and subscribers out there. But what he has included are your typical old school metal pin back with the little clasps that help lock in the pin. Now, these have been tried and true for decades. Great little backers. And something more cutting edge are these, how's the best way to display this, these lock-in ones. Now, a lot of people really love these because they have the smooth back, unlike the clasp ones, which can snag on things, and if you're wearing them on your clothes, you know, you feel that sharpness of the clamps. Now, this is nice and smooth, so that's perfect for on clothes against your flesh, or not to damage something you have in your backpack or whatever. These are great alternatives and great for people who like to take their pin collection on the go. Thank you, Pedro, again. These are beautiful. You do some great work, and thank you for giving me just as soon as I get that email that says that it's on its way, that excitement. Oh, I just love going to the mailbox now. It's not all about bills for once. It's all about me, so that's great. So anyway, thanks to Pedro, thanks to the ZANINI box, and thanks to all of you for watching. And, as always, if you use the code LAUNDRYROOM at checkout, you'll get 10% off your first month's order. That's right, 10% off for using Laundry Room. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Hey, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to all of you. And if you're new around here and you liked this or any of my other episodes, please subscribe. Hit that little bell and you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So, until next time, keep being rad and stay dorky.